Hi everyone and welcome to this YouTube channel. Before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for future updates.
Welcome. Today, we'll be delving into the timeless words of Psalm chapter 91, from the King James Version of the Bible. This psalm is a powerful source of comfort, strength, and protection when read and meditated on. It is known for its reassuring words and assurance of God's presence in our lives. Feel free to leave your favorite verses from Psalm chapter 91 in the comments below or any prayer request if you would like us to pray for you. So, grab your favorite Bible and join us as we begin our spiritual journey of discoveries through Psalm chapter 91. Verse 1, He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. The psalm begins with a powerful statement, emphasizing the importance of dwelling in the secret place of the Most High. This secret place represents a close and intimate relationship with God. It is in this sacred space that we find refuge and protection, under the shadow of the Almighty. Verse 2, I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in Him will I trust. In verse 2, we see the psalmist expressing their unwavering trust in the Lord. They acknowledge God as their refuge, fortress, and ultimate source of protection. This verse reminds us to place our complete trust in God, knowing that He is our stronghold in times of trouble. Verse 3, Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler, and from the noisome pestilence. This verse speaks of God's deliverance from various dangers that may threaten us. The snare of the fowler refers to the traps and snares set by the enemy, while the noisome pestilence symbolizes diseases or plagues. Here, we find assurance that God will rescue and protect us from the snares and perils of life. Verse 4, He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Verse 4 beautifully depicts the imagery of a bird protecting its young ones under its wings. It illustrates God's loving care and the security we find in Him. His truth acts as a shield and buckler, providing us with spiritual armor and defense against the trials we face. Verse 5, Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that fleeth by day. Here, the psalmist assures us that we need not fear the dangers that surround us, whether it's the terrors that lurk in the darkness or the arrows that fly during the day. This verse encourages us to trust in God's unwavering protection, knowing that He is with us at all times. Verse 6, Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. This verse extends the message of verse 5, reminding us not to fear the unseen dangers that may come upon us. Whether it's the hidden pestilence or the destruction that strikes in broad daylight, we can find solace in the fact that God is our ever-present help. Verse 7, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. This verse highlights the extraordinary protection God provides to His faithful ones. It assures us that even in the midst of chaos and calamity, we will remain untouched and unharmed. While others may stumble and fall, God's hand will shield and preserve us. Verse 8, Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. In verse 8, we find the psalmist emphasizing that the righteous will witness the consequences of the wicked. It is a reminder that God's justice prevails and that we can trust in His judgment. We need not take matters into our own hands, for God will handle every situation in His perfect timing. Verse 9, Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. This verse emphasizes the importance of making the Lord our refuge and dwelling place. When we establish a deep and intimate relationship with God, He becomes our home, our safe haven. It is in Him that we find security, peace, and shelter from the storms of life. Verse 10, There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. Verse 10 reiterates the promise of God's protection. It assures us that evil will not befall us and that no plague or calamity will come near our dwelling. It is a reminder of God's faithfulness and his commitment to shield his people from harm. Verse 11, "For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways." In verse 11, we learn about the role of angels in our lives. God assigns his heavenly messengers to watch over us and protect us in all our ways. This verse affirms that we are not alone in our journey. We have divine beings guiding and guarding us along the way. Verse 12, "They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone." This verse further emphasizes the protective role of the angels. They are there to lift us up and prevent us from stumbling. It symbolizes God's tender care for his children, ensuring that we remain safe and secure in our walk of faith. Verse 13, "Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet." This verse portrays the authority and power given to us by God. It symbolizes our ability to overcome and conquer the most daunting challenges and threats. With God's strength and guidance, we can triumph over any adversity that comes our way. Verse 14, "Because he hath set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him, I will set him on high, because he hath known my name." In verse 14, we discover the key to receiving God's deliverance and exaltation. It is through our love and devotion to him that we experience his saving power. When we intimately know and acknowledge God's name, his nature, and his character, we position ourselves for his intervention and elevation. Verse 15, "He shall call upon me, and I will answer him, I will be with him in trouble, I will deliver him, and honor him." This verse demonstrates God's faithfulness to those who call upon him in times of need. When we cry out to him, he promises to answer, to be with us in our troubles, and to deliver us. Not only does he rescue us, but he also honors us as his beloved children. Verse 16, "With long life will I satisfy him, and show him my salvation." The final verse of Psalm chapter 91 brings forth the promise of abundant life and the revelation of God's salvation. God assures us that he will satisfy us with a long and fulfilling life, where we will experience the fullness of his salvation. It is a beautiful reminder of his goodness and his desire to bless us abundantly. Thank you for joining us today. I hope these verses have touched your heart and provided you with comfort, hope and strength as you find a renewed sense of trust in God. If you enjoyed this video, found this video inspiring and meaningful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring and uplifting content. Don't forget to share your thoughts and your favorite verses from Psalm chapter 91 in the comments below. We would love to hear from you. May the words of Psalm chapter 91 continue to resonate in your heart and life, providing you with strength, peace and assurance. Until next time, take care and God bless you and bless you abundantly.
Thanks for watching.